Go ahead, let's hit the music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you 2 new movies that are out there in the world for you to watch. First, we're going to learn about music the only way we can from Kelsey Grammar.
Roger, at Cornell University, they have an incredible piece of scientific equipment known as the tunneling electron microscope. Now, this microscope is so powerful that by firing electrons, you can actually see images of the atom, the infinitesimally minute building block of our universe. Roger, if I were using that microscope right now, I still wouldn't be able to locate my interest in your problem.
Love Frasier.
Yeah.
Frasier's one of my favorite shows. And they're in pre-production right now of a new Frasier series.
With Kelsey Grammar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on his IMDb. Also, Jackson White.
Oh, shit. All right. Yo, will you tell your parents I say hi, though?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Especially your mom, okay? Because I'm gonna fuck your mom.
Oh. I'm surprised you'd have the energy after jerking off to your dad all day long.
Well, you'd be surprised. I have a lot of stamina.
And that's from Mrs. Fletcher. If you haven't seen that, that's a great show. It's on Hulu, I believe. I watched all the episodes. Really good movie. Really good show. It's about him going to college, and his mom is played by, what's her name? Catherine Zane.
Okay.
From Saturday Night Live.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And she plays in a lot of stuff, here and there. She was in WandaVision. If you watch WandaVision, she plays Mrs. Fletcher, which the show's about. And it's really cool. And also Paris Jackson.
Look, it's just a couple of pills from Monty's friend at some lab so he can figure out what's in it and make his own. All you gotta do is bring him back. It'll be easy. Plus, it's a free trip to Mexico. What more do you want?
So that's from Gringo, a movie we actually talked about pretty early on the show.
Yeah,
has my boy Joel Edgerton in it.
Yeah, right. And so the movie that we're talking about is a movie. It's on VOD. It's on video on demand. It's called The Space Between. And I can't wait to get into that one because it's one that it's off the beaten path. You got to kind of go look for it. Kind of has a cool message. We'll talk about it here in a little bit.
It's pretty
and
independent.
Of course,
yeah, it's pretty independent.
Yeah, it's pretty independent, but man, we'll talk about it here in a little bit. And anyway, and of course, the big movie for the week, the one, the only, featuring the biggest superstar of all time. What's his name?
Vin Diesel?
No.
What?
Bigger than Vin Diesel. The 14-time world champion.
Hold on, I want you to keep on saying that. Fuck,
wrong one. I don't know what that is.
I wanted to do this for you. I wanted to do this for you.
Yes.
I want to bring this for you. Yeah. I want you to say it.
Yeah.
Who is it?
You said it, John Cena.
Oh, okay, I didn't. That's all I got of it.
Here we just do the big. All right. Anyway, so
wait, hold on.
Vin Diesel.
Well, hold on. We got a train wreck to play. I got a clip for that too.
Oh yeah, John Cena. Play the clip.
You're not about that life, champ. I can see it.
Oh, I am about that life. No. I will get crazy up in here. You like movies? We'll make a movie.
Oh, God.
We'll make Mama Say Knock You Out, starring my fist in your dick hole.
That's some train wreck, guys.
So many different clips I could have played, but got you. But I figured that was the best.
That's
ones.
the best one.
Yeah. Then we got Vin Diesel.
You remember Dick? He's the guy that tried to ban rap music because he feels that the lyrics promote violence. It's music, Dick. He's also the guy that wants to pull every video game off every shelf in the country because he feels that the video games diminish the intelligence of our youth. Now, come on, Dick. It's the only education we got.
That I just realized that I have both Torito brothers with the word dick in the clips that we play for them. But that's Vin Diesel from Triple X. Then also co-starring Michelle Rodriguez.
Fuck, I got... That's not on here. I forgot.
You fucked it up?
Yeah,
you fucked it up.
I mean,
did you fuck it up?
Without, would it be a show?
Okay, well, also in it, Jordan Brewster, you got Tyrese, you got Ludacris. I mean, the list goes on and on. Charlize Theron, Kurt Russell,
Helen Mirren,
Lucas Black, Helen Mirren. I mean, the list goes on and on. Dude, of course, what we're talking about is Fast and the Furious 9 or F9.
Even Michael Rooker has a little part in it.
Oh yeah, Michael Rooker.
I want you to succeed. I do. But if you keep announcing to the world that you're pissing your pants, I'm going to have to smash your teeth in. Now, how do you say your last name?
Gargileo.
Well, I'm going to keep calling you Neil. All right?
Yeah,
I knew why you picked that. I knew exactly why you picked that.
I know. I went through so many Michael Rooker clips, and I saw that one, and I was like, "Oh man, he says my name. I gotta be awesome with that." But Fast and the Furious 9, F9. That'll be the second movie we talk about this week. Of course, we'll go into detail about that one because
actually all of them.
I mean, what
really.
I watched all 9 that led up to this because Hobbs and Shaw isn't part of the Fast and Furious series.
I watched all these too.
And
like in the past week,
Chris just tortured. Yeah, you did it the past week. I was doing it for the last 3 weeks because I knew it would take a while to watch 9 fucking movies to lead up to this one. But Chris, tell them where we're located.
You can find us online at moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We are on YouTube. Just search our name. We have Bonfire. Search your name on there. We got shirts. Neil put 2 ones up today, right?
I put another one of our beautiful faces because for some reason that was our biggest seller, and I guess our beautiful faces sell T-shirts. And then also, I did a variant T-shirt, which you don't know what that means yet, but you will this weekend. But yeah.
Also, I'm watching. You can watch us on Twitch. Search MTDS Podcast. We are also on all streaming platforms, and I think that's it, right? Like we can.
That's all.
Yeah, we're also everywhere. Like we're podcasts, so podcasts where you get podcasts, we're there. So
iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Apple, whatever, Spotify. We're not exclusive anywhere because nobody has paid us enough money to be exclusive anywhere.
Yeah. Would you like $100 million that Joe Rogan got?
Yeah, the $100 million I have. I could barely pay the phone bill, man. Anyway. The sponsor for this week, a place that's dear and near to my heart. They were the ones that threw the Pride Festival, the Pride Parade, and all that this past weekend, and it's Dennis R. Neal Equality Center. Now, Dennis R. Neal is part of Oklahoma for Equality. OKEQ seeks equal rights for the LGBTQ individuals and families through intersectional advocacy, education programs, alliances, and the operation of the Dennis R. Neal Equality Center. Now, serving the LGBTQ Oklahomians and their allies since 1980, Oklahomans for Equality is a home to diverse, vibrant, and engaged community of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender persons, knowledgeable staff, and dedicated volunteers. Now, if you need help, you can call 918-743-4297. And they are always taking donations. You can go to okeq.org, or you can find them on Facebook at Tulsa Equality Center. And they're located at 621 East 4th Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I met the guy who ran the Pride Festival. I'm not going to say his name or anything because I don't know if he wants, that kind of, because he was kind of sitting in the corner, kind of away from everybody, just appreciating what was going on. And but he was a really, really nice gentleman, and everything going on was just amazing. I got a little sunburnt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was dumb. I didn't bring sun. Yeah, you can see the gloss off of my head. And It was beautiful, and everybody was just so nice down there. I had a good time. I was there for most of the day until the downpour came at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I was there from like noon to 9, and I had such a great time. There's great shows, great drag queen and king shows, like just amazing musicians, and there were so many people out there celebrating equal rights for the LGBTQ community, and I had a blast.
Nice.
I thought it was amazing. So, and I found out that the shirt I bought, like over 20 different people bought that same shirt.
Yeah, you're like, I guess I'm not that unique.
I'm not as unique as I thought I was. I was rocking the mohawk and having a good time.
I saw you in that shirt. I'm like, it's a very Neil shirt. You know, like, and I was like, oh, I guess it's a very every other person there shirt too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, when I saw it, it came to the point where then I started taking pictures of people when I saw it. But literally, I think it was like person number 5 or 6 is when I decided that I need to start taking pictures of everybody that has this shirt too. And so it was a great time. Gosh, I met an international leather boy. He was great.
Yeah. That was the first picture I saw. She posted.
Yeah. I thought it was great. He was a nice, and it just so happens that somebody I know here that I already know here knows him.
Oh yeah.
And now he's a friend of mine on Facebook already.
Cool.
I added him already. He was a great chap. Like we had a good conversation, and he was enjoying his day. You know, I did that, and then I ended up going to karaoke at night at some place. Ended up hanging out with some guitar player in a band for a while, and then I met a new pirate group. Of course,
yeah.
Who runs into a random pirate group at a dive bar?
You,
me, me. Why my wife was at Atomic Falls.
Is she back now? She's back now, right?
Yeah, she went back. She came back on Sunday.
How's she feeling?
And oh yeah, she had a good time. She was worn out all week.
Yeah,
you know, we were both like, you know, I was hiding from the sun all week to like get it so I wasn't burnt anymore, and she was trying to recuperate from sleeping in a tent in the middle of a field.
Man,
found a bunch of ticks on her.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she came back with some cool stuff too, man. We got some awesome weapons now.
It's been raining for the past week, like every
9
single
years.
day.
Yeah, it's still like if I open up this window right here, it's still downpouring here too. So
it's finally
you might hear rain in the background.
It's gonna be sunny tomorrow, and then I'm gonna mow the lawn on Saturday. It's gonna be fucking shitty. But yeah, man. It's Thursday. I'm glad I am finally done watching all those fucking Fast movies, dude. So I'll talk more about it when we get to that.
Fast?
We
too furious.
We'll talk about it when we get to that.
You know what made the best of it? You know what was the best of it?
What?
Play that music. Play that music. Oh yeah, it was the one, the only. Gotta wait for it.
All right, sorry. But
so I've heard that a million times in my life. The guy was like the champion for like 15 years, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I pulled another clip, but it's so shitty. So.
Oh, you tried though.
I tried, but
it's okay.
But yeah,
I understand. I tried too. I tried looking for different to add it to it. But what you been up to?
Not much, man. Just like, you know, I watched all those Fast movies and like starting Thursday. But yeah, man. Nothing much has happened. Honestly, it's just you know, going to work and waiting. You know, I go to like I mentioned, I go to Denver mid of the month and of July, and so. Nothing, man. Really, just haven't done shit.
Nothing at all.
No,
nothing
really.
at all.
No.
Do you not love it?
What?
Did you love it? Do you like it? Do you want some more of it?
What have you done since last Thursday? Because I know the day was out till Sunday. So did you have Jack Fest like we talked about?
What's that?
I know Danny was gone till Sunday. So you have Jack Fest like we talked about?
Oh, dude, I didn't jack off the whole time my wife was gone. That's just cruel. That's just weird, man. You say the weirdest shit sometimes.
I was joking, man. Okay. Do you want to get into the movie?
Oh,
you want to
my
get into
God.
Space Between?
Um, about what movie?
The Space Between.
Is it featuring Kelsey Grammar?
It is featuring Kelsey Grammar. William Fichtner's in this too. Directed by Rachel Winter. Rachel Winter is mostly known as producer, and I think that's the first thing she directed. Yeah, this and a TV series called Trader's Choice. She directed this, but it's got. Let me pull up these clips again. Kelsey Grammar.
Roger. At Cornell University, they have an incredible piece of scientific equipment known as the tunneling electron microscope.
I mean, it's a long clip, so I just want to play that part of it. Who else?
I'm sorry. I try to do a short one, but that one just was so good.
Yeah, it was funny.
And to be honest, I'm a huge fan of the good old
Frasier.
I'm a huge fan.
How did I know that? I knew it.
The best thing ever.
It's got Jackson White in this.
Oh shit! All right, yo, will you tell your parents I say hi though?
And then also Paris Jackson. If you guys know Paris Jackson, that's the daughter of Michael Jackson.
Look, it's just a couple pills from Monty's friend at some lab so he can figure out what's in it and make his own.
Yeah. And written by William Porter. William Porter's done things such as wow, he was a writer for Back to School when he was writing Dangerfield. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's done the kind of stuff. Clifford, we talked about Clifford a couple weeks ago.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, and of course this movie, Space Between. What's the storyline for the Space Between, pal?
I'll be more than happy to tell you that in 2 seconds after I hit the post button. All right, now.
What were you posting, dude?
I'm posting under my name and putting all the links out there for people to jump in and watch us, like the person that just jumped in now.
Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah. Hi, listener.
Hello. Anyway, so let's see the storyline for The Space Between. Mickey Adams, an eccentric has-been rock musician, loses his grip on reality, all while his record label is looking to drop him. A young Charlie Porter is tasked with traveling to the musician's bizarre home and forcing Mickey Adams out of his contract.
Is all you have? I mean,
oh, dude, I read the wrong one. I read the freaking subline.
Just read the last little sentence of the storyline.
Mickey realizes Charlie could be the key to an artistic breakthrough, and the pair's unlikely friendship grows. The odd but powerful bond helps both gain perspective from each other on the music industry, life, love, and the space between.
So this exists in the 90s, like the sort of like grunge boom. And the lead character, Mickey, Charlie. Charlie is played by...
He's kind of an a-hole.
He's an a-hole. He's a mailroom guy that had a big record label, and he's trying to get ahead. He has his boss is played by William Fichtner, and he basically, they say they have to get this old 60s, 70s folk rock musician drop his contact because he's not doing shit. And everyone else who's done it never came back. But Charlie is a go-getter, so he says, I'll get Mickey to sign the contract. And right?
Yeah. All right. So while we're in the middle of talking about this, I just posted our Twitch Live, YouTube Live, and the Movies Don't Suck Live links on my Facebook. Is there any way you can pull that up so you can see it really quick?
Sure, man. I'll do it. What did you do?
Because I want you to see the still that it uploaded. I did not upload this on purpose. It uploaded the still. It looks like you're in ecstasy, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
All right, man. Well,
so sorry about that.
Yeah,
I'll delete it later after the show. But anyway,
yeah. If you guys want to see our Facebook, Neil, leave it up so I can look like I'm basically a bunny with nothing going on. But yeah. So. This movie, it's okay. So I have things I like about this movie, things I'm not too fond of, right? So,
right,
are certain things I'm not too fond of.
What are the things you're not too fond of?
First off, I want to say all the no, these nice things. So I'm trying to end on a positive note, right? So the things I'm not fond of, I'm not a big fan of the direction of this movie. I've seen this movie a million times, basically, right? Like I know it's an end. That's not a problem. The problem is that the director, I feel like, here's what I think happened. They had a director lined up, right? And then the director dropped out, and the producer's like, well, fuck, I'll make it. I'll direct it. And so that's what happened. I felt like I felt like it was, I also don't want to talk too much because it didn't need to be like flashy. You know what I mean? It was a story. It was
now
the things that I liked about this movie. I liked all the acting in it. All the acting was fantastic.
All the acting in this movie was awesome. I'm going to agree with you on the fact that I think there was a great story here. Mm-hmm. And I think they could have done better with, I don't know if it's the directing itself, but the editing.
Yeah.
Like there's some bits of it where it's like, I get what you're doing here, but you could have done that just a little bit better. I think if they had a different director, like if they had any kind of big name director, I'm not saying a big name director, but like if they had any director that has done a lot of directing, like this movie could easily be like a Take Me Out Tonight or Take Me Home Tonight or like a Grandma's Boy or like one of those movies that in 10 years you could be like, oh, that was a great movie. Why didn't everybody fucking watch that?
I would mention this is a tiny movie. It got no like promotion. I'm not sure how Neil even found it. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. Rotten Tomatoes?
VOD. I went through the VOD list. Yeah, I went through the VOD list. And
Rotten Tomatoes,
to be honest, that's where I found it.
There's no score on Rotten Tomatoes. There's one review. That's it.
Critic or audience?
Well, really? Audience, there's fewer than 50
Well,
ratings.
I'm glad that we're here to promote it. I'm glad we're here to promote it. And the 2,000 people that looks at our page a week, because I saw that earlier today, that on Facebook, over 2,000 people look at our page a week. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could do that.
Nice. No, me neither. It's a new thing they have. I'll have to show you about it.
Right.
But like literally, I'm glad we get to promote this movie because even though this is not an Oscar-worthy movie, I'm not saying it's an Oscar-worthy movie. It's fine. If you like music,
yeah. Oh yeah.
If you like music and you like especially Kelsey Grammar, but like the people in it make it fun, make it. Yeah. I mean, there's literally a part where a guy gets drugged on acid and is butt naked dancing in a neighborhood.
I like these. I do like these type of movies a lot. I like the movies where just musician washed up. Like I've seen this story before, but Kelsey Grammer, like you guys think Kelsey Grammer, but he plays a different character in this. Like that's nothing like he's ever done. I've never seen Kelsey Grammer.
This is the one. And on top of that, Kelsey Grammer sang all those songs.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to mention.
And he was good.
I do want to mention that all the songs that were sung were written by Rivers Cuomo of Weezer.
Yeah, that band you hate. Yeah, got it.
No, I like Weezer. I like Weezer's first 3 records.
You like the first 2 albums.
Yeah,
all right, anybody. Yeah, okay, I get it. You're one of those guys. Oh, they don't sound like their first 2 albums.
No.
They don't sound good anymore.
No, listen. Do we really want to talk about Weezer, man? Do we really want to talk about Weezer?
I love Weezer.
Okay.
And you ripped on him. Me and my wife both love Weezer. Dude. We both saw Weezer together.
I'm not saying they're great, man, but it's just that after when Maladroit, the 4th record, I didn't like them anymore. Make Believe to me is I got Make Believe thinking, okay, they're back to their, and I hated Make Believe so much. Whatever.
I don't know how you can hate music. I don't get that.
I don't.
There's no music you can put on. It could be African throat music, and still I appreciate that. Well, I'm one of those guys though that I don't really hate anybody except for Nickelback. And besides that,
listen, I still jam the fuck out of Pinkerton. I love Pinkerton. It was an album that meant a lot to me, a lot, and anyway, we're getting off track here. All the songs in here, Rivers Cuomo knows how to write a tune, and the songs here aren't bad at all. Like I expected them to not really put thought into this music or not show it, but these songs that are written for the movie, I think they're good. I think they're good songs, man. Are you okay?
Yeah, I think they're really good too. I mean, I'm a big fan of it. The songs are great in this movie. Like I said, I really just think it's either the editing or the directing. I think it's the only thing that really kind of fucked with this movie. If they knew better where to cut or where to flow with some of the scenes, it would have been a lot better.
It is a little choppy at points. You're thinking
you can tell someone inexperienced did the directing on this movie. You can tell that.
Yeah, and much love to Rachel Winter, but I feel like the story itself was strong enough to carry it along, especially the actors you have involved. Like Kelsey Grammar and even Jackson White and even Paris Jackson, man.
I know Paris Jackson was in this, and I was just like, who is Paris Jackson? Like in this, it took me a second to find her, but I was kind of impressed by it, Yeah,
it's a cute little movie. It's a tiny movie, but like
you're a tiny movie.
And even William Fichtner, who played Donnie Rumson in this, he's a pretty well known character actor. He's in things like Crash, Armageddon, Black Hawk Down. He's in all kinds of stuff, and he plays like a dickhead, dickhead executive in this movie. So he was good in this too. And I like the space between, for the most part. It's a little movie. So, I'm not expecting giant things for it, but I'm glad it exists, and I'm glad that we watched it. Because honestly, I watched this before I watched Fast 8. And I needed a break from the Fast movies, so this is a cute little movie to stick in the middle of that.
It was a great one to put on as a mixture of, hey,
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know?
I know. So, do you want to get some quotes on this, and we'll talk about the score?
Oh man, I got some quotes because this movie was full of some fucking quotes.
Yeah.
The wind is the world. The wind is the world. The wind is the world breathing, and you listen. It's music. Excellent. Over there, River Phoenix died and rise from the ashes. They say he died for our sins. You blow him off stage. I don't blow him anywhere anymore. Okay.
Yeah, I got you, man.
I feel like I'm writing Jaws. I feel like I'm riding the jaws of a dinosaur into the apocalypse. You're a cocky little fucker. Have some more Sprite. I take it you're awake. Oh, I take it you're aware your table is melting and your walls are on fire. I'm not afraid to stand naked. I think this body is the universe. I used to bounce on the knees of legends, and then they all ran to the hills. Nothing you imagine is wilder than what's real. This ain't jail. It's a holding cell in Malibu, Sparky. Oh, great. My muse is homophobic. I'll tell you, but you will have to marry me or shoot me. Music is the space between you and me. LA is full of bullshitters, and you're being the reigning chimp. And do you think I use motherfucker in normal conversation, asshole? And that's it. That's all I got.
So they have some real little lines in there, like you said, the music is the space between you and me. Like as someone who, both people, you and I, who love music, like you said,
yes,
music has changed our lives. Like I have albums out there that I can say this changed my life. And so this movie is dedicated to those people that where music meant a lot to them. I feel like my score on this one is it's because it's a cute little movie. It's not gonna be. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna. It's not gonna show up anywhere. But to me, it's like a 3.4, 3.5. It's a fine movie. It's fine. It's good.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 3.6 myself, just because Kelsey Grammar's singing in this movie was just ridiculous. It really reminded me of like a 1970s David Bowie.
Yeah. I got a Bowie.
Well, I mean, he did the outro for Frasier. Up here the blues are calling to salad and scrambled eggs.
So I heard
you're calling again.
I heard like in the song music I hear like 70s Bowie, I hear even late 60s Dylan, even when it comes to music like that, like he's good. He's really good. He's really good in this.
It reminded me of like 70s music when I heard it. I was like, yeah.
I want to mention that the Andrew Daly's in this. He's in everything, man. Like he's all throughout Reno 1, Mad TV.
You're in everything.
All right. But yeah, I want to mention he's in this. He's in everything, man. Conan, speaking of Conan, he had his last episode recently. Did you watch it?
What is it?
Conan's last episode on TBS.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien. No, I didn't watch this past week's episodes because it's sad. It makes me sad.
Because I fucking love Conan. I really do. I like he's awesome, right? Swallow beer.
Just like it took me a while to watch the last 2 movies by Robin Williams.
Oh,
They'll take me a second.
Wait, what are you drinking?
This is the end.
What are you drinking right now?
Oh, today I'm drinking El Jefe. El Jefe.
Okay, yeah. Who's the guy on the front of it?
It
is
is
that
from
Jeff?
The El Jefe. It is from Renaissance Brewing Company right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay.
El Jefe.
So
Anyway.
I would talk about the Rotten Tomatoes score, but there's one review of it, and the audience score. The audience score though,
It's
there's
a 98%.
0%. There's no, they only have one review. They can't give it a review. So I want you to tell me. I want you to tell. We have an audience score. It says fewer than 50 ratings, so could be 3, could be 49. But what do you think the audience score on this is?
72.
60%. But again, we had no fucking clue how many people rated it. The one review of it is by Glenn Kinney of the New York Times, and he says, "This is one of those movies that never quite sinks to the risible depths you kind of wish it would." It's a fine movie. It's whatever. It's like it's a. If you see it on a Sunday afternoon, you're not going to be upset you watched it.
I have 49 news.
Jesus, that's a lot.
49.
Okay, so
hit the news.
So guys, just so you know, we're going straight to the news. Neil has nothing. We are done talking about the Space Between.
The Space Between is awesome. Go watch it.
It's on VOD.
Let's
It's $6 at the most. I watched it for $6 at least. Right?
I watched it for Pirate. Anyway.
Okay.
This is the Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do news. My name's Neil, and I'm going to read a bunch of stuff to Chris. He's going to act like he's excited, even though he probably read all of this earlier today.
Actually, I've been doing this thing lately where I avoid movie news because I know you'll talk about it.
More than likely. Western Dead for $1. Are you ready for this?
You said Western
Dead for $1.
Okay, Dead for $1.
Western movie
they called Dead for $1.
Called Dead for $1.
Okay.
Just cast its 2 main actors.
Tell me who they are.
Christopher Waltz.
Oh, Christoph Waltz. Yes, I know who Christoph Waltz is. And if you guys don't know, he's a Jew hunter from Tarantino. Fucking, I'm so drunk right now I can't remember it.
How are you drunk already, dude? It's like only 30 minutes in. Anyway,
I downed a beer like right, just guzzle it. But yeah,
Django Unchained.
Yeah, and what's the other one?
Django Unchained.
No. What's the other one?
And the other actor as the main lead role is a guy named it says William Dafoe. Dafoe. William Dafoe.
Who is Willem Dafoe?
Boondock Saints.
I know who Willem Dafoe is. I know who Willem Dafoe is.
But the director is Walter Hill.
Okay, tell me who.
From 48 Hours, The Warriors, The Long Riders, Wild Bill,
God, he's still
Last
alive.
Man Standing.
He's still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. And Dead for $1 follows Max Borland, which is Christopher Waltz, a famed bounty hunter who's hired to find the wife of a successful California businessman who he believes is being held for ransom in Mexico. However, when Max heads across the border, he encounters his nemesis, Joe Cribbins, played by William Dafoe, a professional gambler and occasional outlaw who Max had previously hunted down and sent to prison. On top of that, is the businessman's wife's disappearance everything it appears to be on the surface?
So Christoph Waltz
doesn't sound fucking great.
Christoph Waltz played a bounty hunter in Django Unchained.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe is a amazing actor. I can't believe, like, if you know who Willem Dafoe is, I don't know where the fuck you've been. But I've heard stories about his penis.
Yeah, because there's that movie where he's Antichrist. Where he's
well,
naked.
that's not his dick, apparently. But I've heard that his penis is frightening from several sources on the internet.
It looked all right.
That wasn't
like
his,
a normal
though.
penis
That wasn't
to me,
his.
but whatever.
That was, but you've seen Antichrist, of course, right? You had to seen it, right?
I don't feel like he's the kind of guy that uses a penis stand in.
Well, that's what
whatever.
that's what the Always on Truth, the director says. But do you remember Antichrist?
Remember I said 47, right?
Do you remember the Fox? Chaos.
Yeah.
Reigns. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you do remember I said 47, right?
Okay.
All right. Odyssey Azon is taking the lead in Hulu's reboot of Hellraiser. She's a 21-year-old who's only been in several things, including let's see. What I just read it and then I got interrupted by some guy. She's on FAM, Netflix's Grand Army. That's weird because she usually does that kind of sitcom. So she's going to be now the main heroine in the Hellraiser series. I can't wait to see that.
So are they
awesome.
using the original Hellraiser actor?
I don't know. They haven't really said
I do
that.
know that.
And the
I
thing
do.
is,
I do know
think
that
he's kind of old. He's kind of old, and
But-
that's a lot of hours to go through those prosthetics.
I just know that the actor wants to be a Hellraiser as much as possible. Like he's not like who's the guy who played Freddy? Who's that guy? What's his name?
So, two people were spotted.
I feel like
while
you're
while
ignoring my
filming.
question.
What was your question?
Who's the guy who played Freddy Krueger?
Robert Englund.
So he's done playing Freddy, right? He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, he'd do it again one more time,
you
but
think
he has he said it. He said, but he wanted to, lead it away or give it to someone. He's been trying, but he doesn't care. He loves the fact that he because it's very macabre to him.
Yeah.
Anyway, Knives Out 2 set photos have revealed two hidden people that nobody knew were hired to be in the movie.
Who are they?
Ethan Hawke.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And Jada Pinkett Smith.
Two great stars. I honestly put whatever you want in it because if it's by the same people, I'm all for Knives Out too.
It is by everybody. It's being filmed in Greece, so that's all we know about that.
All right.
So coming up next, we're going to be talking about Fast 9. One of the people that drive for the first time in the Fast 9 movie is Helen
Mirren. Yeah. Helen Mirren.
Marion. Guess who she taught how to drive when they were 20 years old?
Who?
Liam Neeson.
She taught Liam Neeson how to drive?
Yes. And he did not learn how to drive until his late 20s, and Liam Neeson was the one that gave him his first driving lesson.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. I do like that a lot.
He was doing an interview for his movie Ice Road, which is now on Netflix. And
which we somehow missed, by the way.
They talked about.
We somehow missed that was coming out.
Yeah, well, I mean, movies, life, there's a bunch of them. Old Guard 2. Remember Old Guard?
Yeah, with
Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
She is now, the script is completed and filming is going to start in January of 2022.
Okay, because that was like
It's already coming.
All right, yeah. All right. I know she,
it was like when
I
they
know
had
she really enjoyed playing that.
superpowers or they're immortal or something like that, right?
She's got an Oscar.
Yeah,
she can do whatever she wants now. Like when she get that Oscar, like
she can do whatever.
Yeah, you can just do whatever you want.
James Cameron wrote Terminator 2 while he was high on ecstasy.
Is that why it's so good?
Probably. He stated, I remember sitting there once high on E writing notes for Terminator, and I was like struck by Sting's song, I Hope the Russians Love Their Children Too. And I thought, you know what? The idea of nuclear war is just so antithetical to life itself. That's where the kid came from, talking about John Connor.
So, well, I'm going to talk to you. Your favorite Terminator is Terminator 2, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. No, I mean, I'm a big fan of the original. I like the original because of the grittiness
the sequels
of it.
are better though.
But Terminator 2, yeah,
Better.
I know. I mean, it to me, it's just like it's kind of like House of a Thousand Corpse and Devil's Rejects.
Okay.
To me, even though it's number 1 and number 2, I feel like those are 2 completely separate movies.
You're right. Like
know?
like House of the Thousand Corpses is all about
separate.
it's like Grindhouse. But Devil's Rejects, it takes a more traditional approach, and it's more like a movie, I guess.
Travel movie.
Yeah, a road trip movie. I love Devil's Rejects. Devil's Rejects is great.
Yeah, but the same thing with Terminator. Like Terminator 1 was more gritty 80s like action movie.
And the grain of the film stock was even different, you know?
Yeah. And then when Terminator 2 came, that was more action in your face kind of like I love Schwarzenegger as the villain. That's why.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Maybe that's the reason why.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your favorite show, because I know how much of a brony you are. My Little Pony is getting their own movie, already cast. Vanessa Hudgens and Jay Martison will be in My Little Pony: The New Generation. I know you're looking forward to that.
No, you're listening, guys. I know there are some people that are listening to the program for the first time, and I want to make it very clear I'm not a brony.
You are a brony.
No,
I
dude.
saw you.
No,
I saw you with that horse
I have a quick little story. My wife, before the date before she met me, she wanted to date with a brony.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah. And
How'd
so
that go?
she's in Texas. Hey, now I'll tell
I don't
you.
know. I don't know how.
She thought the guy was nice.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, fine. She's not listening. She does not listen to the show. She's made it clear.
Okay.
But so she lived in Texas, and she used to drive up to Kansas and drive back to see her family. And so she's driving back in December, and this is basically when Texas had an ice storm that shut down the highway. She was on the road that should have taken an hour, took 4 hours to get home. And so she has her cats with her, they're screaming in the back, and she gets home, and she has 20 text messages from this brony guy, thinking that she blew him off. And
that's nuts.
And she explains to him what happened, and she's like, I don't want you to ever contact me again. And that was the end of her a date, or basically her liaison with Brony Man.
Man, that's intense.
Okay.
That's intense.
But hey, man, all about
You ready?
the I don't think I'll see the My Little Pony movie, but if I'm forced to by Neil because he's such a big
no,
brony,
I'm gonna make you watch it.
Fuck you. All right.
And the next movie that you're gonna be really happy about is Polly Pocket is having her own movie starring Lily Collins and directed by Lena Dunham.
Lena Dunham's doing Polly Pocket. Okay.
Yes.
I like Lena Dunham, but if they're gonna do Polly Pocket, they have to do a Mad Max one, right?
Yes, and they're also working on a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie with Vin Diesel.
I mean, I see that, I guess. You know?
Because he's a Rock'em Sock'em Robots kind of guy.
I guess so. I mean, he's rocking and socking for sure.
You're a Rock'em Sock'em kind of guy.
Who do we have coming up? What else?
I know you are.
I know you said you had 48 items.
All right. Dwayne Johnson teams up with Hobbs and Shaw Ryder for a Christmas mystery movie.
Okay. All right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to, I gotta be honest, man, I'm looking forward to Jungle Cruise. I really am.
Yeah, and I'm trying to see if they have any. No, they don't have. It's again for new. While details are still under wraps, everyone's described as a global, throttling action adventure comedy that imagines a whole new universe to explore within the holiday genre.
Do you know that?
No idea what that means.
You know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's philosophy when it comes to him being in a movie.
What's that?
You know Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's philosophy when it comes to him being the lead in the movie. He wants the audience to walk out feeling good.
He'll be in it.
He says he wants the audience to walk out feeling good.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. What else you got going?
Stephen King's Firestarter reboot casts Sydney Lemon as Charlie's mom. She will be starring. The Sydney Lemon, if you don't know, is from The Fear of the Walking Dead and Hellstorm. She's a very good actress, and she will be playing the mother to the girl that goes completely nuts.
It's
and kills everybody.
like another miniseries. It will be a movie. Do you know anything about that?
Yes.
It's a movie or series?
What's that?
Movie or series? What's it gonna be?
It's a movie.
Okay. Fine.
Stephen King movie. Yeah.
All right.
I already told you about that 4 times. All right. Riddick. That's it. Riddick 4 has now been finished written, and Van Diesel says they're going to start shooting later this year in Australia.
I hope so, man, because the last Riddick wasn't that good.
You didn't think it was good. I thought it was fucking awesome.
I like the Chronicles of Riddick, the second one, a lot. And Pitch Black's alright, but I didn't like Riddick just that much. So it wasn't. This is a long time ago, man. I remember seeing Riddick when I was before I met Leah. It was with a girl who's
really
nice. I met a girl who.
Do you mean Pitch Black or do you mean the Chronicles of Riddick?
I mean Riddick. Like the third one. I remember that girl cheated on me that night. The girl I was with at the time cheated on me. The night I went and saw Riddick. Yeah.
So Dynasty Warriors. Have you ever heard of Dynasty Warriors?
It's a video game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The live-action series of Dynasty Warriors, filmed based on the popular video game series of the same name, originally created by Omega Force and Kyo. The series is a spin-off of the strategy game series Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's coming to fucking Netflix. It's a series coming to Netflix based off a video game. Who knew? I
mean, there's The Witcher, so like,
Timothy Oliphant. With Tom Hardy are going to be starring in an action thriller called Havoc. Right?
Yeah, sure. Is that all I know about it?
It'll be the action drum. Yeah, that's. I mean, I can read you a part about what it is. Recently announced, Havoc will be Evan's first feature film under new creative. The story set as a drug deal gone wrong when a bruised detective, Tom Hardy, must fight his way through a criminal underworld to rescue a politician's estranged son while unveiling a deep web of corruption and conspiracy that ensears his entire city.
Dude, I've never seen a movie like that before.
Shut the fuck up. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
John Krasinski is not going to direct the third.
John Krasinski.
Yes,
say it with me. Say it with me.
John Krasinski.
Okay, all right.
John Krasinski. Anyway, John Krasinski is not going to direct the third Quiet Place. Instead, he's leaving that to Jeff Nichols.
Jeff Nichols, who directed things like Shotgun Stories. He directed Mud. He directed the Midnight Special. Right?
Yep.
I like Jeff Nichols quite a bit.
True. And here's John's comment on it. Truly the only person I had in mind when asked whether I would hand this off was Jeff. I think he's one of the best filmmakers. Mud is one of my favorite movies and so real and intimate. It's exactly the sort of paints we're painting with in A Quiet Place. So very organic characters you fall in love with.
Here's the thing. Jeff Nichols, he loves a Michael Shannon in his movies. So if Jeff Nichols gets to do A Quiet Place Part 3, I hope he jams in Michael Shannon somewhere. Because he's in all of Jeff Nichols' movie. And I love Michael Shannon.
I love Michael Shannon, too. Michael Shannon touches me in my no place.
If you guys don't know Michael Shannon, if you're a normie, you know him as Zod, basically.
Yeah, Zod or Shape of Water or there's a bunch of different shit. He's an abusive asshole. And,
Take Shelter, dude.
The drug dealer in The Night Before.
Oh, yeah, he was in that, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, Blumhouse's Exorcist 2 will surprise skeptics like 2018's Halloween because it is a direct
sequel to Exorcist.
Sequel to Exorcist.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm interested in that. No,
I'm very interested in that too. It's going to touch me in my no-no spot.
Hopefully no one dies in this production.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah.
Lionsgate dates 3 films, not 1, not 2, but 3 films featuring one of the greatest action stars of our generation, the one, the only, Nicolas Cage.
I feel like I should have like a clip for that just on the ready to go for anything Nicolas Cage is in.
You need more buttons on your thing. They did 3, the first including the upcoming Nicolas Cage action comedy, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is just a fun cop to Nicolas Cage, where Nicolas Cage plays himself, I believe is the way it is.
Yeah.
The Unbreakable Boy, starring Zachary Levi, is another one. And then the Jesus Music, a documentary that will open on October thing. So he might be just doing the voices, you know?
Okay, well, I watched a movie. It's at last year's Panic Fest, and this past Panic Fest was called the man. What was it called? I talked about it a little bit, but it's called Prisoners of Ghostland. If you get a chance to find that, dude, it's a fucked up movie. You need to watch it. Prisoners of Ghostland.
I'm just glad that he's doing movies and getting paid enough that he's not completely broke anymore.
Yeah, I know he was doing best movies to pay off the IRS because he had so much taxes he hadn't paid.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
This has nothing to do really with movies, but just how badass one director is.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
James Gunn offers to help cover cost after raccoons damage a woman's house.
That's amazing. So is he basically saying, "Hey, I'm already a raccoon wrangler. I can help you out"?
All right. Rocket champion James Gunn recently took to Twitter in responses to a user whose bedroom and office were trashed by a family of raccoons when the ceiling gave out. According to PhD student Haley Iffel, the Humane Society wouldn't help remove the raccoons because one of them appeared to be the mother protecting her youth. Iffel shared a series of images of the damage done to her apartment and the raccoons, ending with a total of 5 finally being taken away in a crate. Gunn, who is an advocate for animal rights issues before and was tagged in all these because of Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, includes organizations that he helps with or help raccoons. So he said he would make a donation to help cover the costs before following, so he could message them. His tweet below, let me know how much the damage is they've done, and I'll make a donation to help cover the cost. It's the least I can do on behalf of my masked friend Rocket.
That's awesome. That's really awesome.
So that's it, man. That's the news. I cut a lot of stuff out, but it's the news. That's the good stuff. That's movies that don't suck and some that do news. I said a bunch of stuff why Chris got even more drunker, so let's hear him blab during this last movie review.
Great. Okay, so before we get
all right.
Before we get into F9 The Fast Saga,
Too Furious.
I spent Wednesday of last week on watching nothing but Fast and Furious movies. I have seen Fast 1 before. I've seen Too Fast years ago, and I saw Hobbs and Shaw just recently. But I went through and I watched all 8 movies in preparation for the 9th one, which I saw last night.
Did you watch Hobbs and Shaw, though, too?
No. I did not.
Okay, so you just watched the Fast and Furious series.
I did reacquaint myself with Hobbs and Shaw. I did basically read the Wikipedia and all this stuff.
I mean, we did Hobbs and Shaw last year or last year before. I mean, it's 2019 when it came out, right?
And so I have this to say. I wasn't enjoying myself till Fast 5.
Oh, you started enjoying yourself. Woo! You know why?
I love hold on. I'm going to tell you why.
I want to hear this. Go ahead.
So, I don't like Fast and Furious. It's fine. Whatever. Too Fast and Furious. Whatever. Tokyo Drift. Snorefest. Whatever. Fast 4. Hey, I'm okay with this. Fast 5. There in Rio. It starts out with this foot chase scene on top of the roof. And oh my God. It's incredible. The action sequences at the beginning of Fast 5 are great. But what makes this movie even better? And you know this. And are you alright? Did you fuck up your microphone?
Yeah, my microphone came off of the wall. Don't worry about it.
So
continue.
So Fast 5 and the movies in Fast 6 and Fast 7, why they're better than the earlier films is solely because Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in them. Like, there's like that's it.
No, I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree and agree at the same time.
But
all right, one.
Also in Fast 4 from Fast on, they embrace the ridiculousness and the probability of things they're doing. So they found their footing. They found their footing, basically saying, "Hey, we do ridiculous shit.
We're fucking ridiculous. We're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go in all. Let's all go in it." And you know what I gotta say? You know how you get more ridiculous in Fast and the Furious?
Mm-hmm. How?
You add the 14-time WWE World Champion, the one, the only
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Oh, sorry.
Hit the music. You gotta wait for the horn. You always gotta wait for the horns, then you kill it.
Okay,
Anyway.
so just so you know, when you sing along with the music, it ducks you, so you sound like shit when you scream John Cena. But yeah, okay,
That
so
sucks.
It does suck. But hey, so I've seen all the Fast movies now, and here's what I think about Fast 9. Oh, you know what? Let's go through the storyline really quick before I start talking about Fast 9.
Before you obliterate it? Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so Justin Lin directed it. He's directed most of the other ones. 6, well, hold on, let me find out what was the ones he directed. He directed, starting with Fast 5, he directed all of them. Fast 6, he didn't do Fast 7 or 8? Okay. But he did Fast 9, and he's going to do Fast 10. Apparently there's going to be 2 more movies, Fast 10 and 11, right? Written by...
Yeah, 10 and 11 will be the end. And they're filming them back to back.
Okay, and written by Daniel Casey.
You don't know who's written by? It's really easy. It's Daniel Casey, Justin Lin, and Alfredo Baltello.
Yeah, and so why don't you read the storyline real quick? It's a short one, it looks like.
Cypher enlists the help of Jacob, Dom's younger brother, to take revenge on Dom and his team.
Starring who?
Starring Vin Diesel.
You remember Dick? He's the guy that tried to ban rap music because he feels that the lyrics promote violence.
Who else?
Michelle Rodriguez.
I don't have that.
You don't have that one, huh?
Jordan Brewster.
You know how long it took me to find a Michelle Rodriguez clip? I'm so pissed you didn't fucking get that one. Anyway, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Natalie Emmanuel. We got Charlize Theron. We got Michael Roker.
I want you to succeed. I do. But if you keep announcing to the world that you're pissing your pants, I'm going to have to smash your teeth in.
That's good. It's also got John.
We got Russell. We got Lucas Black. We got Helen Marine. We got Anna Schwa. We have John Cena.
You're not about that life, champ. I can see it.
Oh, I am about that life. No, I will get crazy up in here. You like movies? We'll make a movie.
Oh, God.
We'll make Mama Say Knock You Out, starring my fist in your dick hole.
I love the whole scene because it's fucking hilarious. It's also got Sun Kane. It's got Finn Cole. It's got Kurt Russell. It's got everyone that was the previous ones except for The Rock, which is a problem.
That's your problem?
Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Read the story and we'll talk about this movie. Oh, you already did. Okay, dude, listen.
You're drunk, obviously. It's okay.
So
you can be drunk.
The worst thing about F8 is...
Are you going to get naked drunk? Is it going to be naked drunk? Are you going to get some lube and rub it all over your titties so all the viewers can see?
Hold on. Let me speak.
I love fucking with you.
Are you let me talk?
Continuing to talk. Go
the worst thing about F8 was Cypher. The worst thing about F9.
Really?
F9 is Cypher. Yeah, I hated Cypher. I think she's the worst.
You don't like Charlize Theron?
I don't like her villain. I think she's the worst villain. And so to have her again, and she's going to show up in 10 and 11, I'm almost sure, that makes me upset because I don't like Cypher at all. At all. I think she's a shitty villain.
I think that's how they're going to end it, is probably them killing her.
Yeah, and I don't like that, man. I honestly, could have spent less time with Cypher. I can't believe they'd have spent the last 4 movies fucking with her. Because I don't care about Cypher. I don't like her as a villain. Like, I can't stand her as a villain at all. And I hope they remember The Rock, because this, of the last 5 movies, I felt like this one had its moments. Like, the last one had one of the best scenes I've seen in it, which is those 100 cars that come after Cypher in F8. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible. But nothing even close to me has come to Fast 5 when it comes to action, when it comes to ridiculousness. Fast 5 to me was the pinnacle of that. And I don't know what has happened since then. I'm fine with 6 and 7.
Can I tell you something happy?
Yeah, sure.
I'll tell you something happy. I'll make you a little happier.
Okay, all right.
I just pulled up Google and I put in Fast and the Furious 10, and it looks like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's already signed on.
Thank God. And John Cena is fine, but I want to mention something in this movie. So the problem with F9 is
I want John Cena and The Rock.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want John Cena and The Rock
to fight
in the same fucking movie, because no. I don't even want them to fight. I want them to be buddies and shit.
Okay.
Because I've already seen them fight. You know why? Because they headlined 2 WrestleManias and they headline a SummerSlam.
So
I've seen them fight.
I want to mention something. Okay, so this movie, it had all this melodrama, like, and I don't watch fast movies for emotional scenes, except if you want to talk about when Paul Walker died. By the way, when they did that scene,
oh my God,
I was a baby.
Still makes me cry.
I cry.
That whole movie made me cry.
And
that whole movie made me cry.
But I think
they kept on Fast 7 that was.
Yeah,
and
I think part of it.
Every time Paul Walker was in a scene, it was almost like he was gonna die in the movie. Did you notice that?
Here's the thing, man. I know how close Paul Walker and Vin Diesel were in real life, so seeing it in that way, I was like just crying. But let me mention something.
You want really quick before you mention this. Yeah. Are you ready to cry a little bit now?
Mm-hmm.
Vin Diesel just did an interview with Kelly Clarkson, the Kelly Clarkson show last week, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, John Cena's in this movie. He's been on our show several times. Really nice guy." And she's like, "What do you think of him?" He's like, "Before I even knew he was going to be in this movie, when he came to my house or to my garage to do this one little thing that we were doing together, he goes, when he walked in, I felt his energy. And at that moment, I realized that Paul Walker sent John Cena to me." Right? Okay. Right in the fucking right here. That's where that goes. Right here.
So,
oh my God.
Fast Furious since Fast 5, Fast 4, they realize how ridiculous they gotta be.
Yeah.
But what's more ridiculous than anything they've ever done is to make it seem like John Cena and Vin Diesel are fucking brothers.
No, because even Van Diesel answered this in another interview. He goes, "I have so many ethnicities in me. You can literally grab somebody from almost any race and play them as my brother because I'm white, Hawaiian. I'm, like." I didn't
seeing Vin Cole, who played the young Jacob, who looked just like young John Cena, and then they got young Vin Diesel, who looked nothing like John Cena. Like to me, I was like, give me a.
No, he looked like young John Cena. Have you ever seen pictures of young John Cena?
I'm saying young John Cena and Vin Cole, pretty similar. But the person who played young Vin Diesel looks nothing like Vin Diesel. I was like, is that Dom? Is that who that's supposed to be? Like I remember until they said Dom, I'm like, okay, that's Dominic. That's supposed to be young Vin Diesel.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we got to see the backstory a little bit. But
I don't watch the Fast movies for backstory. I watch them for melodrama. I watch them to turn off my brain and watch these movies. You know what I mean?
I feel like it was the setup, like the setup for the next 2.
Which, like I said, I'm not looking forward to because I don't like Cypher as a villain.
She'll probably die in the next one, and the whole time someone else was behind Cypher, and it'll be like fucking Jack Nicholson or some shit. It'll be like somebody. Let's be honest, Michael Douglas might be brought in. I know Vin Diesel. Oh, you know who Vin Diesel wants Helen Mirren's Queenie's character to be? You know who he wants her husband to be in the next one?
What's that?
They are looking to cast Michael Caine.
I was gonna guess Michael Caine.
Isn't that great? Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, it is. I want to mention that that I could have used more. Holy fuck! Sorry, I just had this burp that. Yeah, Jason Statham. He was in at the very end. If you guys want to watch the post credit scene, he shows up a little bit, and that's not.
Oh yeah, don't ruin it for anybody.
I'm not ruin it for anyone, dude. I'm not saying what happens. But I do want to mention. I'm not giving away anything else, by the way. So, I know that Fast and Furious is ridiculous. I know it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's a scene that got too ridiculous for me.
You mean space?
Yes, that's exactly.
Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows. It's a big internet thing. Everybody knows if they're listening to this and they don't know that Fast and the Furious 9 goes to space, it has been known for 2 fucking years now, dude. Everybody knew that Fast and Furious 9 was going to space.
What the fuck, dude? Who
cares?
I didn't think they could jump the shark, but I was like, I remember thinking they came in there and I'm like, am I watching this right now? Is this what's happening? Because I know Fast and the Furious ridiculous, like fucking right. Like turn off your brain. But I was like, even me, I was like, okay, I guess they're doing this. I guess that's what I'm watching, and it's Fast and Furious is never gonna win an award. Fast and Furious is never gonna be that movie that people. But to say I didn't have fun watching it.
Maybe for soundtrack or special effects, and that's about it.
Yeah, dude.
That's the only thing I could ever see a Fast and Furious movie winning an award for.
But if you're gonna watch this movie, you have to turn off your brain at all of it. But Vin Diesel.
You mean you got to go to the cinema, turn off your brain, and have a good time for 2 hours, and just enjoy it?
This is way too long. This is 2.5 hours. No fucking way.
It was not way too long. It was not way too long.
I can't. 2.5 hours, man. Really?
It was perfect,
dude. The other Fast and Furious movies, 2 hours 10 minutes, and that was plenty fine for me.
But they're finishing it up, man. And to be honest, it's been 10 years. Okay, this is the best way I explained Fast and the Furious to someone the other day, and I'm going to explain this to you too. When the first Fast and Furious came out, the first one, right?
And one of the shittiest ones, by the way.
Whatever, you and your opinions, but when the first Fast and the Furious movie, the original Fast and the Furious movie, how old were you?
I was 16 maybe. 16. I can drive you. I was probably 15 when that came out.
So the original Fast and Furious came out in 2001.
Yeah, I didn't graduate to 2004.
All right. I was still hanging out with my high school friends at that point. And I saw the first Fast and the Furious movie. Mm-hmm. When Fast and the Furious 2 came out,
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, Too Fast, Too Furious. I was hanging out with bandmates at the time. Same thing with Tokyo Drift. When Fast and the Furious, the next one came out,
Fast forward.
I was already in Kansas City.
Yeah. There was like a 10-year break, I think. Like something like a 6 or 7
year
break.
3 years. There's 3 years in between each. But then that's when I began to understand. I have seen Fast and Furious with every group of friends I have had since the beginning of friendships. The only group I didn't have was like my kindergarten friends.
Okay.
That I didn't see a Fast and Furious with.
Okay.
Isn't that insane to think about?
It's been around forever, man.
Yeah, and they can keep going. They're doing great.
So
they only made like what, $73 million this weekend?
This movie's missing The Rock for me. It really is.
You know how weird it is for a guy like me who is overly obsessed with pro wrestling to hear somebody say something's missing The Rock? And that's the reason.
But it's the truth. It's
exactly
the truth,
right.
Man. I think it's the truth. I think that this movie suffers from the absence of The Rock. I really do. I think it's missing that. You know,
I'd have to agree a little bit. The Rock was missing, but John Cena was in place. I like John Cena. John Cena made me happy.
By the way, they bring back people that just barely explain. They're like magic. Basically, they're like magic trick. And you're like, okay, I guess I'll just go with that. Like, I'll go with like how they bring people back. I'm not gonna know who they brought back, but really, man,
yeah.
I was like, I guess she didn't need to explain that. I guess not. I guess I didn't need a sensible explanation for that. I do like, and I'm not getting this away, that we have Bow Wow and the Lucas Black come back for a little bit. You know, from Tokyo Drift, and I knew that was coming. So, yeah.
I was pretty happy. Like, I love they brought back the Too Fast and the Tokyo Drift people. I thought that was amazing.
By the way, I want to mention them like so when Lucas Black was in Tokyo Drift, he was obviously like 30 years old when he did that movie, and he's like 50 now. I'm like, God damn. And Bow Wow looks different too, but hey, I both recognized them, and I both knew they were. So,
I mean, this weekend alone, they brought in $88 million. That is the highest amount. Yeah, that is the highest amount a film has brought to the theater since before the pandemic.
Yeah, since before the pandemic even. That means that I think that movie theaters are back for sure. We've been talking about
Vin Diesel claims it. Vin Diesel's like, we brought back movie theaters.
Oh, for sure. F9 did this. Like, we thought it was Nobody. We thought it was King Kong versus Godzilla. We thought it was a couple movies, but F9 proves that theaters are back. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't be happier about that. I'm glad they brought it back. I really am.
And to be honest, everybody knows nobody's going to see F9 because they think it's going to be the greatest movie that ever came out.
Of course not.
They knew it was going to be fucking like, I don't want to say stupid, but like, it's going to be crazy. It was going to be, oh shit, this stuff is going to be nuts. It's going to be way over the top.
People, when I was telling people I was seeing this, I was like expecting to do the podcast Thursday and just so we can say, big thing, go boom. Big man punch. Like that's what I was expecting. Thingo boom, big man punch. Like I was thinking to speak in one syllable only, but here I am talking about the effervescence of where the Fast series is. So
all right, well, let's get some quotes and then we can do our how much money or how many points we're gonna give these fuckers.
Okay,
it's me. Roman, maybe you don't recognize me because I've been tanning all week. We all see no one thinks you're compensated for anything. It was your broker shadow that told us, wasn't it? I bet all you wanted was just a hug. Man, if a Ninja Turtle pops out, I'm out of here. Twinkie, so you must be like Snowball and you're Ding Dong. Dom, don't get yourself killed. You're my favorite American. One freak from now, your dad will be asking you for your allowance. Oh, shoot. Pages stuck together.
Oh, no.
Yay.
Hey, what jerk off in pages?
I feel like we were looking for Where's Waldo in a Harry Potter world. That was a good one. I want 50 men, cars. Get to the Millennium Falcon. Get fucking Chewbacca if you can. Oh, I'm Yoda. Yoda's a powerful Jedi. No, Yoda is a puppet with someone's hand up his ass.
Fucking bullshit. I hated that.
I love that. I thought it was a perfect.
Yoda is a powerful Jedi. Fuck you. And fucking this is different.
No, it's a puppet with someone's hand up
Fuck
his ass.
that. No.
Now for the hard part. You keep dying. A 70 Charger is immortal. Treat it right, and it will run for 100 years. Just up here putting duct tape on shit. These guys are going to be pancakes at IHOP before the coffee even hits the table. Let's see how invincible your black ass is after this. 2 dudes from the ghetto in outer space. That's crazy. Spoil rich prick. Don't you know spoiled rich pricks run the world? You're right. We're not invincible. We might just be that damn lucky. If we go out, let's do it on top of the world. Why do they look like minions? The food is bad, but it doesn't matter because hipsters will eat anything. And that's it. That's what I got.
Okay, so that's Fast 9. I want to hear your score on this first.
God, it has to be a 7.8.
Give me your real score.
That was a score.
If you go above 4, I'm going to be very mad at you.
Too fast. Too furious. Man, it was a good time. It's not winning any awards, but it's going to earn my love and respect because I love the Fast and Furious chain. I'm going to give this a 3.8.
3.4 from me.
And that's because you missed The Rock. You just want to see his big old dick hanging.
It's missing The Rock for sure.
Yeah, he's got a big penis.
There's something so charming about The Rock.
Because he's got a big penis. It's a thing.
Now we're on Rotten Tomatoes. Every episode we have Neil guess the Rotten Tomatoes score for the audience and the critics. And so right now, I want you to try to guess the audience score.
80%.
84%. There's actually good audience consensus in this. Audience says the Fast franchise is Audience says the Fast franchise is more over the top than ever, but who needs a believable story? We have wall-to-wall action. Okay?
True.
What's critic score on this one?
48.
60%. 60.
Close.
Since Fast 5, they've been giving me scores because they know what it is, you know? Critic consensus is F9 sends the franchise hurling over the top than ever. But director just Dillon's knack for preposterous set pieces keeps the action humming. So they're both saying there's wall action.
You know why this movie wasn't missing The Rock?
Because of
John Cena. Can't see me, my time is now. You can't feel me, my time is now. I'm the franchise players and you know it's how. You can't see me because the time is now. Walking through the walks. Anyway.
Okay, so
I can do the whole song.
So John Cena's gonna be in this. The Rock's gonna be in it later on. I'm still seeing F10 because we have to for the show whenever that comes out. And I want to mention something. I want to talk about the next movies we're watching for next week. Do you know what they are?
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. My time is now. It's the franchise, boy. I'm shining now. Yeah. You got the full song, or is it just this?
Just this part.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me because my time is now. It's a franchise, boy, and I'm shining now. You can't see me because in case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hawk knocking your shell off. My money stacked fat, please, I can't take your swell off. The franchise doing business.
All right. I'll try to play it off if I can do it. So next week we're watching what? The Forever Purge, and what's the other movie?
Storming on your chumps like thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid. I'm harder than nails. Plus, I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail.
Are you going to do this the whole rest of the episode?
It's John Cena!
All right, I'm not doing it again. So next week we're watching The Forever Purge.
You're so glad I don't have the buttons on my side of the screen.
I got to pee so bad. But so next week we're watching Forever Purge, and what's the next movie we're watching? It's called No Sudden Move. Directed by who?
Oh, No Sudden Move. Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Just came out today.
Yeah, directed by Steven Soderbergh. I can't wait to watch it. It's an old-fashioned crime thriller.
No, I mean Don Cheadle, Del Toro's in it. Del Toro, not Del Toro. Yeah, I mean I'm down for it.
Yeah. So we're watching that next week. And
tell them where they can find us at, Chris.
Find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck. Movies Don't Suck Podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We have shirts. Go to bonfire.com, search our name, Movies Don't Suck, Something to Do. We're on YouTube, search our name, Movies Don't Suck, Something to Do Podcast. We are on Twitch at MTS Podcast. You can find us on all streaming platforms. That includes Spotify, Apple. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. What would you for small businesses, pal? Swallow that beer, dude. I let you get like so much beer.
Small businesses are awesome.
Okay.
And if you had a small business, tell us about your small business. We'll be more happy to promote you on our podcast. With the thousands of people that see our podcast, do you know we get hundreds of views on our Facebook? And I didn't even know it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't know it. But anyway, let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. We love everybody and anybody in this entire world. You got friends, you got a business, let us know. I'll be more than happy to give my wonderful announcer voice. Or if you just want a side gig on the side, I'll do it for you as well. All right, Chris, play that outro. That's another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
Remember, guys, no matter what the space in between is, you and your lovely mate, sometimes you just got to go in there fast and furious 9 different times. Have a good night.